Hi, hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Fatina Bila binti Hassan. My student ID is 2018223114. So today, in this video, I'm going to present my internship report based on my experience being as internship student in Neelian Corporations. Company's profile. So at first, Neelian Corporation didn't use their name Neelian as the name on signboard, but they used the name of one of the software, which is Sage UBS. This is because they are the premium dealer for that software, and Sage UBS is the accounting system that mostly used by the companies in Malaysia. And besides, Neelian Corporations is the only company in Perak that provide the maintenance service for that software. So moving forward, on 2014, Malaysian government started to introduce the Good and Service Tax (GST) and require all company add the tax on their goods and services. So due to that, Neelian Corporation decided to expand their services by providing other software and changing their signboard and officially used the Neelian Corporations. Besides that, Neelian Corporation also received many awards from start of their beginning of their journey. So we go one by one. First is Ching Yun Perak Society awarded Neelian Corporation for serving this society by organizing numerous free seminars about GST. Second is prestigious Service Quality Award by Asian Excellence Entrepreneur Federations, AEEF. And next is Premier Partner for Sage UBS Product and Financials. And next is Gold Partner by Smart ACC Solutions Sdn Bhd. And last but not least, in year 2018, Neelian Corporation Sdn Bhd has been awarded as the Business Service Excellence Award. Not only that, Neelian Corporation also joining the Corporate Service Responsibility (CSR). So almost for a decade, Neelian Corporation Sdn Bhd constantly treat the ailing children and elderly home for every 3 months. And this year, Neelian Corporation wanna try something new, and Mr. Lais is my boss. He asked me to find a Malay orphanage, and I found it. And Neelian Corporations gave them 20 packages of rice and 20 bottles of cooking oil. Visions. So Neelian Corporation's vision is to deliver professional business consultations, the best solutions, and share the latest information and updates to our valued customers to stay ahead of competition as one-stop solution center. So next is missions. First is to create a more tech-savvy environment and a better educated community. Second is to strengthen awareness of government policies and implement it through software knowledge and deliver the information to our valued customers. Third is to build a strong system knowledge among customers' employees. And lastly is ensure our customers are able to operate their business smoothly, complying with the latest government policy changes. Product and services, basically we got 7. So let me go to the first one, which is based on accounting management. So in accounting management, Neelian Corporations provide 2 solution software, which is SQL Accounting and Sage UBS Accounting. Based on these 2, SQL Accounting is the most popular software that been sold, and this is because SQL Accounting is more easy to understand, and there's no need the user is no need to have the accounting background to handle the software. But the Sage UBS, they need to have the accounting background to use the software, so it's kind of difficult. And next is based on human resource management. This is same goes with the for the accounting management. They got 2, SQL Accounting and Sage UBS SQL Payroll and Sage UBS Payrolls. as we know that SQL payroll is the most famous one because it's easy. Because if for me the features for the SQL software is more easy to understand. So just like me, I don't have any accounting background, and I'm able to use the software just about in a week. I learned that, and yeah, it's easy to handle. Next is e-commerce. So the product is, the service is we using the service of the from the Unicart company. Unicart is the applications that can control various type of the marketplaces. For example, like Lazada, Shopee, eBay, and so on. So whenever they use the Unicart is just like a controller, which is they can synchronize all those marketplaces in one applications. But Unicart is receive two, which is they receive the direct customer and also they receive the reseller. And Neelian Corporations is the reseller for the Unicart. So in order to avoid customer go directly to Unicart, and Neelian Corporation decide to create a name to replace the Unicart, which is we decide to name it as niche shop. And for additional notes, basically before this we got another logo for niche shop, and Mr. Lai didn't like it, and he asked me to create a new logo for niche shop, and this is the result, and they accept it. So they use this logo as official logo for e-commerce. So next is hotel management. Is based on company's ABS software. They provide products and services, which is the service is the applications used in online booking. And for online booking, that's the software. And the products is for example like check-in and check-out machine and electronic door lock. So next is queuing problem. So queue. And based on NC Tech companies is providing Neelian's calling button and have three functions. First is to call the waitress. Second is for billing, as for the bill, and third is to cancel the button. So next is multi-chain store. As we know, as mostly people know, is as a POS system. So POS system provide products like a monitor and a cash drawer, barcode scanner, and lastly is after sales service. Neelian Corporations provide after sales service. Training sessions. So I start my training on 1st March until 13 August 2021, from Monday to Saturday, from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. But on Saturday I will start from 9 a.m. until 1:30. So daily routine is check the inbox of like Facebook, webmail, websites backhand, cPanel, and after that I will create a video or poster for market the company's product and services. And also on Saturday our routine is a bit different. We have the cleaning process, and so due to that Neelian Corporation doesn't have to hire the cleaner, because we will clean the office by ourselves. So basically on my first month during my internship, I don't have not much work to do, because I'm pretty sure, but I don't have much work. So I basically use the time to study the SQL accounting and SQL payroll. So I will do the past year questions to make me comfortable and familiar with the patterns and so on. And after that, a few months passed, and one of the staff named as Nadira, she quit her job because she find a better job. And yes, and all of her duties is changed to me and pass it to me. So yeah, basically the to handle the company's accounts, such as webmail or so on, is Nadira's duty. But due to because she quit her job, so I need to handle those accounts by myself. And at first it's kind of hard because I'm not really familiar with the technology things. And before Nadira leaves the company, she taught me well to handle those accounts. SWOT analysis. First is strength. Neelian corporations have experienced worker in work field. Almost half of the staff, they have about 15 years experience working in the Neelian. So next is office space was equipped comfortably to do the consultations. At the Neelian corporations, we got a small space for customer to walk in. So the staff with do the consultations at that space, and it's really comfy. So if customer wanna to walk in, can, and also if they want to Neelian corporation staff to come to their office, also can, so to do the consultations. So they got two options, either to walk in or to call the Neelian corporation staff. And next is receive many awards from the start of their beginning. So next is weakness. Neelian corporations are facing a deficiency on Malay workers, and due to that, they are having the less technique on attracting the Malay buyers. And the name of company doesn't represent the company's profile. The company's services, because as we know that Neelian doesn't represent anything, and it's kind of hard for customer to know what kind of product and services that we provide. And next is opportunity. Opportunity is the service Neelian corporations provide. Is bring to opportunity for growth, which is just like SQL accounting and SQL payroll, and it's really useful for in business to growth. And next is having a unique signboard compared to others. Neelian corporations have the largest signboard in that block, and it's easy to spot. And last is always follow up with government intervention. For example, when the government start to introduce about the GST, a few weeks later, Neelian corporations provide a free seminar for all companies in Perak to make sure them know what does GST what for. So next is threat. A company surrounded by competitors. In that block, almost, as if I'm not wrong, six competitors selling the same product and services. And lastly is Malay customer. They are facing Malay ethnic is the majority ethnic in Ipoh. Meanwhile, the majority customer for Neelian corporation is Chinese. So based on SWOT analysis, there's three problems that I can identify. First is Malay people are the majority ethnic. Meanwhile, Neelian corporation's main customer are come from the Chinese ethnic. Next is consumerism. It happened when I realized that whenever the Malay or Indian customer wanted to come into our premise, and they having a dilemma, I guess, or hesitate to come in because all of the staff were Chinese, and they will most of them, they will go to our next store next to us, which is they also the company also owned by the Chinese people, but there's only 2 staff that are Chinese, and the rest were internship student, which is from Malay student and Indian student. So that, I think that's kinda strategic for them to attract various ethnics as to buy their product. So next is Neelian Corporation facing with a lack of Malay workers, and those problems create one issue, which is lack of Malay customers. Recommendation. So nowadays it is common to use the advancement of technology in business activity, and as everyone knows that there are many applications were frequently used, such as TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and these advancements of technologies through media socials, it brings the existence of a influencer. So social media influencer is more familiarly calling as SMIs. So SMIs means someone who have many followers on their social media account. And in research article, influencers are recognized as significant stakeholder because they are increasingly collaborations with brands. So due to that, they created a terms of electronic word of mouth, or we call as EWOM. This is because they are using the modes of persuasive to convince customer to buy their products and services that they promote. So my recommendation is more focusing on the social media influencer, and the reason why I selecting this idea is because the influencer is already Malay people, and they got many followers that from the Malay people too. So first, let me go to with the Nabi Ifwat, or we known as KO Propaganda. He is a movie maker, and he own a company named as Pisang Creative, and they can strategizing product creative for commercials, advertise, and manage on digital platform with collaborations from other famous influencer. And my plan is to pay the KO Propaganda for him to make the commercial video about Neelian and Neelian Corporation's product and services. Next influencer is Khairul Amin, or known as Khairul Amin. He is a businessman, and he's running a business named as Sambal Nyat. And the way to approach him is by win-win situations. That's my idea, and I plan to Neelian Corporations to exchange the software with service of promoting. So for example, Neelian Corporations can give him one of the software such as SQL accounting, and give him the SQL accounting for him to use, and ask him to sign an agreement to promote the software based on the suitable period with the software's price. Conclusions: from unknown to well known. Nowadays, in this globalization, there's no doubt that the advancement of technology brings a positive impact to the education and also the business activities. So in business activities, we use the social media as the medium to expose the product and services to the customer without direct meeting. So in conclusion, every problem have their own solutions, and each solutions it takes time to be solved. So based on Neelian Corporation's issue, it's related to the people mindsets, and it's kind of hard to change somehow. But nowadays, people are easily to getting their trust from famous quotes or people. So it is not strange anymore for business using the power of influencer to promote their business. So that's all from me. Thank you for watching.